Now back home, because of the famine, Joseph's brothers had run out of food, and everyone was hungry. God's special family was in danger. If they didn't get any food soon, they would starve to death. So Joseph's brothers travelled to Egypt to buy food. They came and knelt down before this new prince in Egypt. His brothers didn't know that the prince was Joseph. But Joseph knew who they were. Joseph's dream, the one about his brothers bowing down to him, was coming true. "It's me! It's me!" Joseph cried. And when they saw Joseph, his brothers were afraid. They had done wrong to Joseph by selling him for 20 pieces of silver. They had sinned, and they knew it. Now Joseph would certainly punish them for that. But Joseph looked at his brothers, and his eyes filled with tears. Even though his brothers had hurt him, and hated him, and wanted him dead, in spite of everything, Joseph couldn't stop loving them. His heart, which they had broken, filled up with love, and Joseph forgave them. Joseph threw his arms around them. "Don't be afraid," he said. "Behind what you were doing, underneath everything that was happening, God was doing something good. God was making everything right." Yeah! Joseph didn't punish them. He rescued them. He brought God's special family to live safely with him in Egypt. This was God's plan all along, and it helps us to understand God's even bigger plan for us. You remember from the last couple of days, one day God would send another prince, a young prince called Jesus, whose heart would break. And like Joseph, he would leave his home and his father, and his brothers would hate him and want him dead. He'd be sold pieces of silver. He would be punished even though he'd done nothing wrong. But God would use everything that happened to Jesus, even his death, to do something good, to forgive the sins of the whole wide world, and to take all those who follow him to live safely with him in heaven forever. Now isn't that a very big, great, brill plan?